Well, it's taken a very long time to get him on the show, but hopefully it's not a short interview, because today, ladies and gentlemen, in the Signature Studio Spotlight Series episode, we have the world-famous Mr. Justin Short. Yay! I didn't want that to go on any longer.
Yeah, hello. That was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
The crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
I've only been hired for my dad jokes. That's why I'm here.
Well, they're pretty impressive. So
All right.
And the lunch bags are good.
Yeah, lunch bags.
I do like the lunch bags.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen those before. So just the last couple weeks.
Well, especially the vanilla ice ones. Those are my favorite. So I got a whole series going on right now, vanilla ice.
That's your go-to?
lunch bag. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest today. We have Mr. Justin Short. He has been in the real estate industry for a couple years now, and he's absolutely dominated it. So we want to jump into his story and kind of understand a little bit more about this incredible unicorn of a human being. And how did you get such an awesome name? So let's start there. How did you get your name Short? Tell us about the
How did I get my name?
etymology of it. Yeah. Where did it come from?
My father.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a short story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, when I was young, my family lived down in San Diego, and my dad was in construction, and he moved up this way when the construction boom was happening, and that's how we
Early
ended up here
2000s kind of thing, or
Yeah, late '90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how we ended up this way. Yeah, and I guess I always kind of thought we were going to move away, to be honest. Because when I was younger, right, early 2000s, it was a much smaller town. All I wanted to do was leave. And then as I got a little bit older, right, then you get a job, then you get the wife and the house, and then it becomes an awesome area to raise your family. And then I believe we're going to end up staying here long term. So, yeah.
Well, I would hope so, because you're putting down some pretty serious roots in your real estate career, and you got quite a reach as far as your business and such. And
Yeah.
so that's one of the things that we always like to kick the show off with is, how did you get started in real estate? You just wake up one day, you're like, hey, I'm going to be a realtor?
Yes, it was a dream from when I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
So it was
Destiny
When I
called
grow
you.
up.
Yes. So when I got out of high school, I got a job. I was working at a car dealership, and I was selling cars. And when I was doing really well selling cars, and so it was something I had a lot of fun with. I actually really, really liked the job. And I would probably still keep doing it, except the downside is that once I got married, the hours became super tough. So I was working every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 8, 9, 10 at night. And I did that for like 5, 6 years. And it just got to a point where once I was married, like I couldn't have a 4-year-old and go to the T-ball game because I had to stay at work to sell Jetta, to make a couple $100. So we knew I wanted to make a change. My mom actually sold real estate when I was younger, when I was in high school. And so she sold real estate, and she always had tried to kind of nudge me to get a real estate license and do that. And so I always felt like when the time was right to transition, that's what I would go to and jump into real estate.
So you actually did have this as a career path plan.
Actually, I thought I was going to sell cars the rest of my life. I thought I was going to be in the car business. I thought I was going to be a car dog, and that was going to be my life. I really liked it. Like, it was a lot of fun. But she always was like nudging me to do that. So it may be the last year, like I knew, hey, when the time is up, I'll make this transition. But it was also a scary thing just because, I was younger. I was married. My wife was pregnant when I quit my job. So, there was some pressure. It was like hard to leave,
And
You're
so
brave.
when did you start the real estate career?
I was 25 when I got my license. I guess that was 7 years ago. I was 25. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So was that transition because you had that sales background in the car world? Was that a easier transition to you? Because you've probably seen some newer agents come up, or you've even mentored them, and you can see the struggle that a lot of new agents have.
Yeah.
Did you have that struggle, or did you just kind of go?
No, yeah, I had a struggle for sure. Yeah, but I was super fortunate where I had a little bit of money saved up in the bank where So I was working at the dealership. I was going to work like another 6 months or so, kind of get through the busier time of the year. I had gotten a little tiff with a manager, and I pulled the trigger and quit my job a little earlier than I was supposed to. And so we did that. And then so I had like a summer off work. And so we took the summer off. I got my license, did all that. And then as I got my license, it was really helpful that I had like all the sales training, right? The sales experience. So I knew how to talk to people. I knew how to work hard. I knew how to hustle. But I mean, there was a lot of differences between, the cars and the real estate. So there was a learning curve for sure. It took a while.
Like a 3-hour process versus a 30-day process, or
Yes.
all that
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah. Well,
nuances.
I mean, people that I would stay in touch with and like follow up with, it's a very short sales cycle with cars, right? So like a long-term follow-up was like a week, like 10 days, maybe 2 weeks, right? So that it's very, very short. So that was like a hard transition where, cause I was in sales, I was used to following up people, calling people, getting in touch with people, but I was used to this, the sales cycle for cars so much shorter. So I used that when I first got into real estate, and it was too much, right? There's a different rhythm with real estate, right?
That's a good word for it, rhythm.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's a different cycle. It could, sometimes some people talk to people a year and a half, 2 years, just until the timing is right, where it's just different.
It's all relationships.
Always the car salesmen do a great job in real estate.
Have you seen a couple come through?
Oh, yeah. Everyone does a great job who
Yeah.
comes from cars. When someone says, oh, I'm a car salesman, I'm like, okay, yay. I
Yeah.
know you're going to be fine because
Yeah.
you can talk to people
Yeah.
and you can close it.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
a
you're
good,
consistent.
yeah, consistent. It was a good career. I mean, I really liked it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was.
I don't know if we've ever had anyone in here who wanted to go into real estate on purpose.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I always ask that question,
Yeah.
because it's very rare someone's like, "Oh, since I was a little kid, I knew." I think we had someone. Yeah, we had
Right?
we had a couple, but
Yeah.
it's always interesting how people get into this business.
Yeah.
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 That meme I posted the other day.
Uh-uh.
It's a guy and a gal, and it says him, and it says, I don't know what I want to do with my life. And then she goes, why don't you get your real estate license and sell real estate and then post video and motivational workout videos on Facebook?
That was,
I was like, ouch, that kind of stung.
Yeah. That was kind of personal. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
self-married.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
So you got started 7 years ago, so that was in 2014. So that was kind of when we're back in a normal market. So you haven't? Did you go through any of that short sale, REO, investor flip stuff, or just kind of?
I did not. I bought a home when that was happening. So I bought a home in 2009, and that was like a hard time to buy because there were so many investors getting in, writing a lot of offers, writing a lot of blind offers, very competitive. Saw a lot of real crummy houses. So kind of went through that. So at least I got that experience there. My mom was selling real estate then because she was doing a lot of short sales until probably 2010, 2011. So I had that. I understood what was happening and kind of understood the market, but I mean, not firsthand, but I had a good perception of it, I guess.
Is she still in real estate?
No,
Where does
she's
she
not.
live?
So they live in Valencia now. Yeah. So she had some health issues. She had RA that was pretty severe, and so she just couldn't keep working consistently. So
Oh, poor thing.
yeah. So she did a lot of short sales like 2010, 2011, and then kind of had phased
Yeah.
out.
I loved the short sale market.
Am I going to get paid in the next 6 months or not? I don't know.
I wonder.
Yeah.
6 o'clock in the morning, calling.
Yeah.
6 o'clock in the morning, talking to the banks because it's 9 o'clock somewhere. Oh, yeah, it was fun.
And that's what I'd see her do. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
In the home office. And
Yep.
Yeah.
We did that too in my garage. 6 o'clock, please tell them do not sell that house today.
Yeah, I
We
remember
have
when-
a short sale.
Remember when the market went to a normal market and you can like open a contract and close it in 30 days? And I
Yeah.
was like, this
What's
is
this?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I spent like 4 or 5 years waiting on banks and all that kind of stuff. It was terrible.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you had your mom to
Yeah.
be that example for you.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, it was good that I saw someone and she did well. You know, she had a good business and a good
Yeah.
career, and it was good to see that it was a good business.
Yeah.
You know, and it just took her a while to convince me to make the switch.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I'm the oldest of 3.
Ooh,
so-
pressure.
Yeah, I have 2 brothers. Yeah,
And
all
how much
boys.
younger?
So they're all pretty close. I'm maybe 2.5 years older than my middle brother, and then about 3.5 from my youngest.
Do you like them?
I do. Yeah,
Oh,
I love
what a
them.
bonus.
So you guys
Yeah.
are actually close as brothers?
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Was
Yeah.
it always like that? Or you guys kind of beating on each other? And
You know, we boys, all growing up, all boys, right?
Yeah.
Very competitive, very loud household, a lot of activity going on. so-
Shenanigans.
yeah. So it was competitive.
so I have 3 sons and they're all about that same age difference.
Yeah.
And so it gives me hope that you guys actually like each other at the end of it. So
Yes, you always have a love for each other, right? Yeah. So
But do you know who can beat the other one up?
Oh, I think everyone understands that.
That it's you.
Yeah, the oldest.
Alpha brother sibling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, so,
That's
but
good
yeah,
times.
it was a lot of fun. Not a quiet household for sure.
And so, did you grow up in Temecula, Marietta, or Wildemar? Or?
Yeah, so I was younger down in San Diego, kind of Escondido. My parents moved up this way to Temecula, and then they bought a house in French Valley. So they were like the second phase of tract homes out there. There was
Wow.
dirt and farms. I mean, it was 15 minutes to the grocery store and to get gas. So yeah, it was nothing out there really.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So, getting into real estate, what did you feel was the hardest thing for you to just figure out or overcome? Was it the lead generation of it, or was it the contractual technicalities of it, or?
I think, yeah, I would say the lead generation side. Like I didn't, so my path, so did okay for the first year to two, but wasn't really ever doing as great as I really wanted to, right? And so eventually a couple years in, I got into coaching, and at least that really made me start having to track my activities and really like understand exactly how much work I was putting in or not putting in. And once that happened, I didn't realize, I thought I was working so hard. I was so tired, like every day, I come home, I was exhausted, I was worked so hard. I tell my wife I'm trying. And then I didn't realize that I wasn't spending time on all the right things. And so once that clicked, and once I understood what I needed to spend time on, then business got a lot better, right? And then once you're able to track it and then improve upon that and continue to grow.
I think that's a big revelation right there, because
It's the necessary one.
well, absolutely, because
Yep.
so many agents get into this, and so first of all, they're coming from like a 9-to-5 work
Yep.
world that they're being told what to do, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, you're a 1099 employee, go for it, good
Right.
luck.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah. What do I
Yep.
do? And so
Right.
you'll spend 12 hours doing stuff, but
Yeah.
you're not really doing anything.
No, I
Yeah.
had new Facebook banners, were like super nice and like
Bedazzling your MySpace.
right. I had the nicest open house signs, like they're all beautiful.
So
and-
what would you say was that thing that clicked, that changed it?
Yeah, so for me, I got into coaching, and then the coach says, okay, well, go ahead. You have to track your daily activity. I mean, very simple, right? How many people are you talking to per day? And so I did, and I was like exhausted. And at the end of the week, she's okay, how'd you do? I said, I wrote it all down. She's like, how many people you talked to? I talked to 13. And she's like, I'm like super excited. And she's like, no, that was very bad. I'm like, what do you mean? So you need to do more. 13. I just worked really hard for like a whole week. I talked to 13 people. She's like, no, sir, no, you cannot do that.
Now you do that in an hour, don't you?
Yeah. Now you,
No,
yeah,
it does more than that in an hour.
yeah. Now it's a lot. So once I realized, so over the years that's gone. So started at 13, and then it went up to 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, and became 100 people a week. And that's really where the business took off.
So is that a consistent pattern that you have there? Is it about 100 or?
It was for a long time, as I guess things were really growing and building. I wouldn't say that I'm as consistent anymore, but it's probably somewhere 75, 80 is really by the weekly.
So I think the first question out of new agents' minds is, well, how do you find 100 people to talk to? Is this sphere of influence stuff? Is this leads from Zillow, or is this where are you accumulating these contacts?
All the above. So all are good, right? I don't think any are bad. I think sphere is the best. But the issue with I guess I can say personally, right? So the issue for me for the sphere is it's only so big, right? You can only add to it so much, and it can only grow so quickly. So yeah, those are your best clients. Those are people that know you, love, like you, and trust you, and those are people that are going to refer you and send you business, and those are people you want to make sure you stay in touch with. Yeah, 100%. But it's, if you know 100 people or 100 people on that sphere list, it's very hard to scale that to 1,000 within a few months, right? So sphere is super important. For me, I did a lot of cold calling. I worked a lot of expireds, knocked on a lot of expired doors. I really built a lot of my business that way off of expireds, and then we do internet leads. So we go Google pay-per-click internet leads.
What is your favorite method that you personally like? It's like a kid in a candy store. You love doing it.
Yeah.
Not everybody likes cold calling or door knocking or whatever, but are you
Yeah.
of that nature that you like that kind of stuff?
I wouldn't say that I like it too much. It's not my favorite thing in the world to do, right? But to me, it's, I come to work, I have a job to do, right? I need to provide for my family, and it's what it needs to get done. So that's something that I've gotten a lot better at. Like, it's not a natural skill for me, but I've developed a pretty good skill at it to be able to, run a lot of my business off of it. I prefer the sphere. I mean, I think everyone's would probably tell you the same, right? The people that know you, like you, trust you, to be able to take care of them and help them.
But he's still really good on the phone.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good.
Because I've
yeah.
accidentally walked in a couple times.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
There's little headphones on.
Yeah.
Looking at the computer, I'm like, oh, that was good.
Well, he has a nice, like, calm demeanor.
Yeah.
And so I could see where he would have success on the phone like that. Like,
Yeah. I think I'm nice to people, I think, and can build some rapport. Yeah.
what's the worst phone call you've ever had?
I've had many. Yeah. A lot of screaming.
Did you ever have somebody screaming at you
yeah.
like, I'm going to report you? And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah. Wait,
What do
many
you
a
do
times.
when they do that?
It depends. If it's like too much yelling or they're real angry or cursing, I just hang up. But sometimes I just apologize, say sorry, wrong number, gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just try and not get too angry myself, because it's hard if someone's yelling in your ear. Like it gets you going.
Yeah.
well, if somebody's that angry within 5 seconds, A, you probably don't want them as a client anyways, because
Right.
there's something else going on in their lives, and then B, they're just probably going through stuff, right?
They're probably having a bad day. Yeah.
Very bad day.
Probably not a personal vendetta against
Yeah.
Justin Short, but
Do you remember this? This was probably back in like 11 or 12, but I had a auto dialer Infusionsoft, and then so you could record a message, and then you could send it out to like 1,000 phone numbers, and it goes directly to their voicemail kind of thing, right? And so I left this message, and it was about short sales, so there was a short sale list, and so it said on the message, hey, if you're losing your house, da-da-da, and so I guess the guy's wife heard it, and she was flipping out because she didn't know about that they're about to lose the house. And so he calls me up irate, if I ever see you in public, I'm going to kill you, da-da-da-da. I'm like, whoa. So that's why I stopped cold calling.
It's those auto dialers, man.
Yeah.
I did it for a minute with recruiting too. My voicemail was full by 7 o'clock in the morning.
The
I'm
people
like, I
saying,
don't have
don't call me
time
again?
for this.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's cool.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
where do I see myself in
Yeah,
5
in your
years?
career.
I hope to be leading a real estate team, a larger real estate team with hopefully somewhere between 6 to 8 agents underneath me, and just only working with listings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's the goal. So I have a small team now. So it's me and Michelle Virgo. She's on my team. So it's a 2-agent team. Then we're going to hire an agent now, and hopefully more in the future.
And so has that team role, have you enjoyed that? Or because it seems like there's pros and cons to either a single agent or versus a team.
Yeah.
So you like that direction of being in a team structure? And
Yeah, I do.
Awesome.
I think it's been a lot of fun. It's been some learning experiences for me, for sure. 'Cause apparently, everyone is not my same personality type, so you got to be able to relate to people differently, right? So it's a new skill for sure, but it's something I've really liked. Yeah, being able to help someone and grow and do better, and have a more successful career themselves and make more money, and yeah.
Well, and when you have too many leads, you need the help.
Yes.
When you start, you can only work with so many people at the same time, and so you need somebody.
Right.
I think he's perfect as a team lead.
he's got that steady hand at the helm kind of thing. Yeah.
And his system's in place.
Yeah.
So that anyone who comes, they can shadow it and go, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
It's not chaotic at all. Real organized.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, that's what I see.
Yeah.
But I see what I want.
Right. We'll go with that. Yeah.
So your favorite is with listings.
Yes.
Okay, so if you could say something to a listing right now, and you were going to give them a commercial break, look in that camera and give them a what for. This is Justin Short.
Yeah. Well, hello. Yeah. I think the biggest thing is, I 100% believe that for any client or potential clients out there, that I would be able to put more money in their pocket at the end of the day and have the best sales process that they would be able to have. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I like the listing side too.
Who doesn't?
Oh, man, right?
Especially nowadays, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So how did you meet this lovely lady? Do you remember?
I
Was
do.
there a story to it?
I do. She probably doesn't remember, but
never does.
I came by for a call night. So I was friends with an agent here, Sean McCann. So we would go to lunch and stuff occasionally, and we were doing some call nights and role playing and whatnot. And he had me come by once for a call night, and that's why I met you. You're super, super nice to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Usually totally mean to people.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the collaboration. I like when tonight's a call night again, and I love to see the kids coming together and just, sharpening each other's skills and helping each other. I think it feels better when you collaborate and you're together. So I'm really glad I was nice to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that was a couple of years ago, so it wasn't it was like this immediate, calling to make a change and come part of the brokerage, but it was a good first step for sure, and it was a good seed that was planted, and that was a positive thing.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not a big recruiter. I want people to be here who want to be here, who met someone that they know, love, and trust, and that they go, oh, I can probably build something there too. I haven't ever been a big chaser.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of great people like you and great producers and brilliant businessmen, and I always think, oh gosh, I never once ever really just chased them down to ask them if they wanted to work here. Is your ego going to be okay? Because I never did it. But I always wanted to grow this organically. Yeah. Because when we were together in the beginning, it was this recruit. And then there's all these people who, I don't know if they were designed for it,
There was a lot of fall off rate at the former brokerage,
Yeah. So we decided to do this different and just let it be grown organically.
It was purposeful that way.
Yes. Yeah, on purpose, for a purpose. And the purpose was for you guys.
Yeah.
So that you could have youngsters around you doing fun stuff. So I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I love watching you guys succeed.
Yeah, no, it is for sure. Obviously it's working. I mean, you have a packed office with a lot of really successful people. So.
Yeah. I don't think that's me. I think that's you guys. So do a little pat on the back.
Well, and it's fun. That's what I like about it. Is it's fun. I like going out to the kitchen area and we throw jabs at each other, and it's just a fun camaraderie.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice that there's people around for sure.
Yeah.
It was not the case at my last brokerage, so it's been a good change.
Yeah.
Well, and everybody went through that trying time too. Of what are we going to do? During the Rona.
Yeah.
And so there was transition there of Corona.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, so wait, how long have you been married?
I have. We're actually coming up our anniversaries. We're going out of town this weekend for our anniversary, but it's in a couple weeks. It'll be 8 years.
Oh,
8 years,
good for you. How did you propose? Did you get on one knee?
Wait,
what's her name first? And how old are your kids?
My wife's name is Jeanette, and our daughter is Lily, and Lily is 6, and our son is Cameron. He's 3. Yeah.
They're so cute. They're just as cute as him. There's some good
cute
stuff going on there.
They're very cute. Yeah, so they're a lot of fun. And then we've been married 8 years, and I proposed on Christmas Eve, actually.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on we did a gift exchange we do 2 Christmases, so we did my wife's family. They came over and did the thing, did the whole Christmas thing, and then that evening we would have our little gift exchange. And so that's when I gave her the ring. Yeah.
So did you get on one knee and say, will you marry me? Were you scared? Did you know she was going to say yes?
I was hopeful that she would say yes. I got on one knee and proposed and asked, and she said yes. Yeah. I was pretty sure. I think hopefully everyone's pretty sure, but there's
by the time you're asking that question.
Yeah, there's a little, your stomach knots up a little bit, right? Make sure.
Did you ask her dad first for permission and stuff?
I did.
All that old-fashioned stuff?
I did, yeah.
Did that make your stomach go in a knot?
Or
did he have a shotgun?
I felt like he liked me. I always felt like he liked me and it would be a positive thing. So I wasn't really too nervous about it, but it had to get done for sure. Yeah, so yes.
I like the part about him that just has to get done.
Yeah.
I might not like cold calling, but I'm going to do it because it has to get done.
Yeah.
I love this girl, so I'm going to have to ask her to marry me. It's got to get done.
That's probably pretty accurate. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do with the kids?
We just love spending time with them, you know. So we play outside with them a lot, probably, you know, hopefully a few times a week. We like our little street. There's a bunch of kids on the street and outside throwing balls and baseballs and cars and all that.
Aww.
So just spending time with them, and then we try and do something with them on the weekends. So go to the zoo or the beach or just anywhere, just spending time with them.
What's your biggest hobby?
My biggest hobby, so I mean, I'm pretty busy with working and with the kids, and then my wife. So those are definitely priorities. So probably the one thing I get to do for myself is I like the gym in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'd say that's my hobby.
Do you go every morning?
I do, yeah, usually Monday through Friday. Yeah.
And just so you know, his name at the office is Muscles.
Oh, you're popping out your shirt there, man.
I
yes.
call him Muscles.
I'll take that, I guess.
That's my
Yeah.
nickname.
Yeah.
Everyone gets one.
A couple days ago, I came back from lunch and, you know, wiping the Taco Bell grease on his shirt kind of thing. And then he's standing at the microwave with, like, you know, fish and rice and broccoli. And it's all portioned out. I'm
Always.
like, hey, how are you?
Yep. Here's my good choice. Just wanted to bring to light your really bad one. Yeah. Yeah, it's always fun when someone new comes into the office because there's a new vibe and there's new, like, oh, who's coming in?
Yeah.
But like Sean McCann and all those guys, all you guys eat right and exercise and it's all healthy stuff.
Yeah.
And then the 25-year-olds come in and they're like junk food.
Where's
and,
my burrito?
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah, Taco Bell, yep,
Guilty.
yeah. But it's been nice to get to know you and to watch you.
No, thank you.
Because you never know what to expect. So when you did end up coming to the office, and I say this about a lot of people that are here, I was honestly and sincerely, and I say this a lot, but I'm starstruck when someone who is such a wonderful producer with a great legacy that you've already built, I'm like, oh good, I get to watch some more of this happen, you know? And so I'm like, oh my God, Justin Short's coming. I was a little nervous.
You were nervous?
Yes.
No, I don't
Always.
think you should be.
No, because like I want to make sure that we have what can help you
Yeah.
as a young man in your career.
Yeah.
And I never know, like right off the bat, what that is, like what you need.
Right.
I know what I think you need.
Yeah.
You know, but you need to know what you need and what you're looking for.
Right.
And so yeah, I was like, ooh, celeb's coming in. Celeb is coming in.
Right.
What was the thing that drew you in? Was it the environment? Was it Susan's leadership skills? Was it the splits, or was it a financial thing, or?
Yeah, I mean, I would say a little bit of both. So I really, although I had a positive impression about Susan, like I didn't really know her very well. I mean, it's not like, you know, we didn't have like a ton of like deep conversations or anything like that. So, but I knew everyone had positive things to say, you know, so all the agents that I know that worked here in the past and had left or whatnot, like and really nothing negative. So I knew that was a good thing. Yeah, obviously the split being aggressive for sure. Yes. And then just the environment, which was a little intimidating for me just because there are so many other successful people. Right. So I go from being the top guy in my previous office to being somewhere, I don't know, top 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there. Like, you know, that's a little humbling, but for me, that I try to look at it as a good thing to where hopefully I can learn things to grow and do better. And, you know, it's not really any good for me to be the big fish, and, you know, it's good to learn from others.
And I think it's brave to do that. You know, I had to do the same thing. I left my franchise brand and like, I want to go with the big fish. I'm a big fish in a little ocean, and I wanted to see if I could swim. You know, and so I think I really celebrate the courage that it takes to do that, and the humility that it takes, because it's nice to feel and be number one. Yeah. I loved being number one. I was like, oh, I didn't know how much I like being number one till I was number one. Because if you're not first,
you're last.
Oh, but then when we reached number one in this situation, in this brand, then I was like, okay, this has nothing to do with you, Susan Ebert, and it's all people like Justin Short doing a good job and providing for their families. Yeah, I think that's amazing. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food? Oh, I like all foods, I think. My
as long as they're healthy.
No, I like, healthy, unhealthy, all food is good food. But I'd say Mexican, I'm a big Mexican food fan. And then I like to barbecue a lot too, so I like pretty much anything that we make at the house on the smoker. So.
What's your favorite dessert? These are all the dumb questions I'm going to ask you.
It's all right, yeah. Oh, favorite dessert. we always end up eating chocolate cake. My wife likes chocolate cake. She's a chocolate freak.
It's a girl thing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know.
Yeah.
So I haven't had like a non-chocolate dessert in like 8 years probably, actually. So yeah.
We got to get him a
got a sweet
non-chocolate
tooth.
dessert.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anytime we've got to dinner or something, yeah,
See.
always dessert. But we can't get like the creme brulee or something like that. It's the chocolate.
Ooh, creme brulee is good.
And we end up with the chocolate every time. Yeah, triple chocolate. Yeah. So
But chocolate is good. And It's
Yeah.
good for you. Releases good endorphins.
yeah.
So we are more than halfway through 2021.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see for 2022? Like, are you already looking that far ahead? How do you structure your calendar coming up, kind of thing? Are you a quarterly guy, a 6-week kind of guy, or do you plan a year at a time? Or
Yeah, I think so. Usually my coach has me plan like for the year coming up. So try and plan ahead for the year, and then obviously tweak as things happen. So usually we'll do like business planning probably October area. So it's coming up. I feel like, today's September 1st now, so we're kind of getting towards the tail end of the busier times, right, of summer. So it's kind of starting to get on the radar there and kind of toss around ideas about what we want next year to be, what pieces we want to add, and how things are going to be looking. But coming up here probably in October, we'll really get more into it, I think.
Who is your coach? Give him a shout out.
Mache Cavalucci is my coach. She's been my coach for the last few years with Tom Ferry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like Tom Ferry.
he seems to have a really good program.
Yeah, he
All
helped
the
me
through.
when I first started.
Yeah.
Yep. He came
Yeah.
into my office.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
He and his niece, and he was just starting off, and he would go to that little conference room over by the Exit Realty.
Tom would?
Yeah. He was just starting. Yeah, I'm really proud of him.
Hustling.
I'm like, it's freaking awesome. So he came and walked through my office, and we had a few recruiting events and teaching events that he did there.
Yeah.
And I had him come look through the office to give me constructive feedback. Is there anything I could do different or anything? And he told me that I needed to get rid of the fake plants.
Oh.
And I was like, that was a good piece of advice. It really was.
Not funny.
But Thomas loves some fake plants. Just a couple, but not the ones he told me to get rid of. I got rid of them right away.
No, did you?
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's been fun to watch his career blossom
Yeah.
and be big, because that was 16 years ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago now. Wow.
Yeah.
It
He's
was,
a good man.
yeah.
Yeah.
As far as just the overall market, I think everyone, I'm little, you don't really know what to expect for next year and how things will change. It's been such a hot market, but hopefully it seems like it's leveling out a little bit, and hopefully that will continue next year and just be a little more even killed and not so super crazy.
I'm ready for a balanced market, meaning if you have a buyer, they want to go shopping, you can show them a couple houses and then they can get one, and not this. They've been looking for a year, making 50 offers and keep getting beat out. So.
Yeah, it's so tough. All these people are approved to buy a home. They want to buy a home, and they just can't get their offer accepted. So
Yeah.
It's hard.
yeah.
And they're voluntarily coming to California.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're voluntarily coming?
Yeah. I'm like, hello, Texas and Tennessee.
Yeah.
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 Oh, but there's enough people leaving for them to come in, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, hopefully things change here in the next few weeks, and California gets back on track in a good way. So we'll see.
We're not going there.
That'd be a side discussion.
Yeah. We'll keep it clean on this episode.
Yeah.
Anyways,
If
so
you had one piece of advice to give to someone who is a brand new agent, what would you say to them? Like the best piece of advice. So brand new, just starting out.
Yeah. So, and I know this may seem like maybe this is my advice because I'm trying to grow a team, right? And trying to bring on more people. But really, I think the best thing for a new agent to do is probably join the team. Because I think it is so difficult. Like I mentioned, the first couple of years for me to get up and start selling real estate, it took me a while to get going. And I think I really could have cut that learning curve by 10% of that. I could have got rid of 90% of the waste if I just would have joined up with somebody and would have been shown the ropes and understand what I should be doing and focus on the right things.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. I didn't even understand that was an option. So,
Yeah.
but that would be really my number one advice to somebody. I think it really fast tracks you to success. And maybe it's a long-term thing, maybe it's a short-term thing, but it really would help your learning curve for sure.
Yeah.
And so if a newer agent is watching this and they're like, wow, that's a handsome guy. He's got muscles. He eats healthy. I want to be on his team. What are you what are you looking for in a potential team member? Because not everybody can join the team, so I'm sure there's certain qualities you're probably looking for.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm looking for a full-time agent that is able to come into the office at least in the mornings and to be able to work from the office, so I can help coach them and train them and help improve their skills and get better. So someone that's hungry and wants to work.
So somebody that's available.
Yes.
And eager.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's really going to show up every day
Yes.
on purpose.
I do. So yes.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I was 99% just show up every day.
I'm assuming he's a C personality type.
Or S, and he has S.
SC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely higher S, definitely high S, and then mid-high D, super low I, and lower C. Yeah.
Lower C, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I would imagine that you'd love tracking those calls and activity logs and all the detail minutia.
I think it's like the system of it that I like. So that's like the S, right? So I think it's like the system and the consistency of knowing what to do and knowing where to go and how to do it. So I think that's what I like and that's what I can get into.
But I think he's a more quiet D. Lots of D's are loud,
Yeah.
and he's just a quiet one.
He
It's
gets
like-
things done.
Yes, He knows the answer, knows what he's doing, is driven, decisive, and there's the decision, and I'm done with it. But I don't need to be loud about it.
That's cool.
You
I think
know?
that's accurate. Yes.
Yeah. It's been fun to watch you do that.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
like, ooh, silent but deadly.
Well, final thoughts?
No, I have one more. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue.
Is it?
Yeah, my favorite color is blue. It's just, I mean, when you ask the question, my son's super funny, and I don't know why. So my son's favorite color is blue, and for some reason he thinks my favorite color is green. I have no idea why. So every time like there's something that's green, he's like, "Look, Dad, it's your favorite color, green." I'm like, "No, dude, I don't." Okay, you know, it's just kind of a funny thing.
And then you just let him have the answer.
Yeah, he say, "Okay,
Oh.
look, Dad, it's your favorite color. This one's for you." So, yeah,
Oh, he
it's
might
funny.
be colorblind.
I don't.
That's a possibility. Yeah.
No,
It's
Did a little
three?
test on that one.
Yeah, no, he knows that it's he knows it's green, but he thinks my favorite color is green for some reason.
Oh,
So, anyways, but my favorite color is blue.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, do you have a favorite football or sport team?
I'm a big Charger fan.
You are?
Yeah,
And you
big-
stay loyal, or are you just, a fair-weathered Charger fan?
I'm hardcore. I'm loyal. I've been since I was a kid. Yeah.
Did you go to the Super Bowl when it was here?
I did not go to
I
the
think
Super
you weren't
Bowl.
born yet.
I was.
Because you're only 12.
I was born. Yes, I went to. They had like some Super Bowl event that we went to twice. I think they have something where you go and meet the players and throw the balls and stuff. So
Yeah, it's
we
fun.
did that. Yeah, it's a lot of
It's
fun.
fun.
But we actually have season tickets for the Chargers for this coming year. So it's something I've been
Nice.
waiting for since I was a kid. So I'm super excited about that.
Where are they?
The seats?
Yeah.
They are row 13. Yeah.
Like, are you
From-
in the middle? Are
I'm-
you at the end? Where are you?
In the end zone. I like the end zone. So from
Oh.
end zone 13 up. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I would know where I would want to sit.
Me neither.
No, but I like football the best too.
Yeah.
And then dirt biking.
They're biking.
Yeah. Oh, because I like to not breathe when children are riding it. Or him.
Yeah.
He goes with us, and boy, he knows how to race a dirt bike.
Wow.
Like, you might have to do that with your son someday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to. Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Do you ride motorcycles at all?
I do not.
No?
No.
I don't recommend it. Things break when you fall off of them.
Yeah.
How many times have you been in the ER in the past 3 years?
A lot.
Yeah.
They know me there.
Yeah.
They don't ask me to put a mask on anymore.
No.
Just go in. There she is again
Yep.
with her grown
You
children.
get preferred treatment there. Yeah.
Oh no,
Has
it's
her own parking
preferred.
spot.
Yeah.
I think they were like, you really should, sell the bikes. Okay, now I can do final thoughts. Now that I know your favorite color,
Okay.
I just want to thank you for the opportunity to work alongside you and to witness what it is you're doing. I believe in you, and I think that everything that you have done up to this point has led you to the perfect time to be able to execute what your plan is. You truly are a brilliant businessman for such a young man, and your family is beautiful, and seeing the priorities that you have in them and the work ethic that you have, you could only lead them a direction to be wonderful adults when they grow up. And I could not be more proud to be doing this next to you. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks
I appreciate
for being
that.
here.
It's
It'll
very
be
nice.
fun to see what you do.
Thank you.
Fun to watch. Fun to watch.
Well, it took you a while to get on the show just because of our scheduling conflicts, and like we had to call your attorney and then your agent and like your publicist.
All my people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jeez, man. Talk about a bureaucracy of
And then we had to
success.
make our walls blue. So it
Yeah.
was his favorite color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the waiting room, he's got a thing full of blue M&Ms.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
His list of demands. No,
That's funny.
it's been good to have you on the show, man. Good to get to know you more than just the kitchen area. So it's cool to have you on the show. And
Yeah.
before you got here, I knew who you were. And so when I saw you walking around with her for the brokerage tour, I was like, is he really coming? Oh, my gosh.
It's so exciting.
He's a big
Everyone
deal.
was doing that,
yeah,
Justin.
yeah.
Everyone was
Oh,
like, is he
yeah.
coming? Is he coming? Is that
Yeah.
Justin Short?
Oh, yeah.
So your
Behind-
reputation
yeah.
precedes you, as they say. So
Oh, well, thank you.
And that's a good thing, man.
No, it's been nice to be here. So I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on the show. And
Absolutely.
it's a good new experience. So it's cool.
Good.
And that's it for this episode of the Signature Studio Spotlight Series with Mr. Justin Short, Susan Ebert, John Butler, the bald guy in the red tie, saying see you in escrow. Bye-bye.
See you.